out there on the table, there's that big silver ball. It's like a, anyone know what that's called? Anybody? Anybody? It's a Tesla coil. Tesla coil? It might be called that as well. We always call it Van de Graaff generator. And Ashley wanted me to get up here, and it makes your hair stand up. She was trying to talk me into doing it, but I refused to do that. Because last time we did it, you can see what happened. Didn't work out so well for me. It's exciting to see everyone here tonight. Appreciate the school putting this on. It's fun to see the instructors that are here, myself, Chris, and oh geez, I'm sorry, it is Harold. I just blew that, Harold, sorry. But you know, it's fun to see the excitement in these guys and their careers, and the passion they have for their job and the excitement. And I share that same passion. Ashley wanted me to talk a little bit about where I came from. I teach the substation apprenticeship portion of the program. So we have the meter portion of the program, lineman, and substation portion. Depending on which field individuals go into is who you would end up being with once you're a sponsored student in the program. Does anyone know what a substation is? I worried about this, and I wish I would have brought a picture in. Anybody?
It's basically just a distributing power lines.
Yeah, so like we'll get in Provo, by the way, I work for Provo City. I live in Springville. But at Provo we get 138,000 volts from Rocky Mountain Power, and then we have large transformers, maybe as tall as this room, half as wide, and that converts it down to maybe 46,000 volts or 12,000 volts. And then, like you just said, we distribute that out to the customers. It's something I love, and the reason I got into it is because I have a passion for electrical. And I started off as an apprentice doing electrical construction 16 years ago. Wired a lot of homes, wired a lot of, most of the Papa John's in Utah we wired, good chain, and a couple of other restaurants, Carl's Jr., a few of those. After that I had the opportunity presented to move into the utility, and went ahead and pursued that. Just like Chris, while I was at UVSC doing my electrical apprenticeship, I went on and got my associate's degree through UVSC in applied science. Once that was done, then I continued on to get my bachelor's degree, and then also started this program, which was at Utah Valley State College at the time. Started this program, and then completed my bachelor's, and then had a second apprenticeship that I completed. And then I loved school so much that I continued on and finished my master's degree in public administration, and now presented this opportunity to teach, and I've really enjoyed it because it's something I'm passionate about, and I love to see other people be excited about it. One thing, just for fun, liven it up a little bit, gotta try to keep everyone awake here. One thing about our utility, our industry, the utility industry, is safety and understanding. And one of those things is keeping yourself safe on the job, and part of that comes with knowledge. And so, just want to mention that. Got an extension cord here. You just saw the Jacob's ladder run off that. It's plugged in. And then we've got a little water here. And part of knowing what you do is understanding what you do, and we get that through education. So if we, I'm going to stick this in there. Is everyone okay with that?
As long as there's no minerals in it.
Yeah. So if you understand what you've got, it's not a problem. And so we can put that extension cord in the water, and we don't really have a problem. In fact, we can even reach our hand in, and we don't have a problem. But it's understanding what you're doing that makes it safe. And that's why we learn. In any industry, we learn how we do our job, how to do it safely, especially in this industry. And once you grasp that and you can do your job safely, you can focus on the exciting things that can happen. One exciting thing, I thought I'd maybe share a project with you at Provo that I worked on that I'm real proud of. It was exciting. We had the chance to do an upgrade on the downtown distribution area. Now this is outside of a substation, but a substation technician quite often gets involved in lots of different aspects, controls, wiring, programming, lots of different areas. But I had the chance to take the lead on a project in downtown Provo area where we fed downtown vaults with fiber optics, pulled the fiber optics in, put high voltage switches in, and then wrote the coordination for these switches. And what that did is now, if Provo were to lose power coming from a feed from the east because of a fault that occurs out on the lines, switch would open for the substation and it would automatically sense and switch from another direction. So it's called distribution automation. It's an exciting thing that's getting more and more in demand and popularity. And it was an exciting project to see how we can use technology and our learning and to keep the customers' power on and make things more reliable. I remember when I was a kid growing up and I was thinking how fun it was when the power would go out and we'd get the candles out. It was just fun as you were a kid. And I was thinking the other day, I don't ever remember having the chance to do that with my kids because the power's always on, you know. I live in Springville and they do a good job, and it's gotten so much more reliable and the industry has just really improved and it's exciting. So I wanted to get on and I thought, what would I want to know if I were in your shoes today? And I would want to know what the prospect of the industry looks like. So I dug up some information. This is from the U.S. Bureau of Statistics, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And there's some things in here that talk about what the future looks like for this industry. And I think it's pretty positive. One thing that's happening is that there's a lot of baby boomer retirements that are happening. And those retirements are going to provide opportunities for qualified individuals to move into the industry. And that's exciting. And that's probably something that goes with a lot of industries. But here's some more information about it. Job prospects for qualified applicants entering the utility industry are expected to be excellent during the next 10 years. The data that's collected off this is from the census. So this was populated in 2008. So this is 3 years old. So keep that in mind. But as of 2008, about 53% of the utilities industry workforce was 45 years or older. Many of these workers will either retire or prepare to retire within the next 10 years because on-the-job training is very intensive. Many utility industries occupations preparing a new workforce will be one of the industry's highest priorities during the next decade. So we're in a time of preparation as we see these job opportunities taking place, that training needs to happen. We've got a lot of expertise going out the door. 53% of the workforce, 45 years or older, and so that was 3 years ago. We're seeing that at Provo. We've seen a lot of people leaving and needing to start replacing with qualified individuals. In general, persons with, well, let me just say, so one thing is, what does it take? What's it going to take to get these jobs? The industry's changing and technology is getting more advanced, and these jobs are getting more demanding. You used to go out and, just like Chris showed the mechanical meters, those were complicated mechanically, but pretty straightforward on what they performed. Now these things will do so much more, and it goes that way across the entire industry in the line work, substation, and metering. So even though there's a lot of opportunities, it's going to be competitive. And this is what they say. In general, persons with a college training in advanced technology will have the best opportunity in the utility industry. Network systems and data communication analysts are expected to be among the fastest growing occupations in the profession and related occupations group. As plants emphasize automation and productivity, many office and administrative support workers such as utility meter readers and bookkeeping, accounting, audit clerks will be adversely affected by those. So even though there's that downtrend in those areas, there'll be a lot of opportunities because of the attrition that's taking place. An additional thing on that, these are the significant points that are going to be required in the industry, is a knowledge of electrical equipment and electronics will be necessary for employment. Employers often prefer applicants with associate's degree in electronics and professional certifications are often required. Those job opportunities that take place will be best for the applicants with an associate's degree, that certification, or related experience. I think Salt Lake Community College has done a fabulous job about providing those opportunities. We have received a lot of support from Salt Lake Community College in the industry to really develop our program and really outreach to new students coming in and try to provide that technical training that's needed. One of the other things to look forward to is, in addition, is the compensation in the industry is great for that level of expertise. I feel very fortunate to be working for Pro City. I love my job and it's exciting. Additionally, it says here, most full-time workers in the utility industry receive substantial benefits in addition to their salaries and hourly wages. So I would say in the public sector, that's where you see a lot of those last remaining benefits that exist in the workforce. It's exciting to work for something you love to do, and I encourage you guys to go after it if it's something that you find passion in and you see an excitement in it, and like to be out in the field and enjoy the work. Any questions?
Do you have to have a sponsor to be in this course?
Not for the certificate program.
The day program is a 2-year program, correct?
The day program,